What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kissing and walk again, talk, talk, kissing and talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, madam and mademoiselles, once again, welcome to another Haunters Anonymous. As always, thank goodness, with a better voice. We got Clickety Clacks at the helm.
Yeah. I made myself chuckle when I said that, when I said your hot mic, and I was like, oh, fuck. What did I do?
Oh, my God. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh, my God. What the hell? Cat says, only quick high, an auction opening day for Dodgers and negotiating my price to make a pretty good special order.
Awesome.
Crazy night. Oh, okay, Cat. Well, hey and hello and goodbye if we miss you. Thank you for stopping by.
Maybe you'll catch up later towards the show as I get more drunk and then, the fun starts.
We're definitely going to be talking some drama haunt news. So
yeah. That's okay. It doesn't involve us for once, so that's a plus.
Yeah, this is actually, we're going to be asking for some opinions and some insight and giving y'all some insight. So
there are a couple people that I specifically would like insight from as well.
Yeah. Be sure everybody likes the stream or dislikes it.
Or dislikes, yes. Always dis or dislike or... See, I can't talk when I'm sober. It doesn't work. I gotta get in the groove.
I'll try to pop in on the phone when possible. All right, well, definitely don't mess up your auctioning.
Yeah, for
You can
sure.
always listen. You can always listen in the rerun, the repeat. But other than that, how's everybody doing? Whoever's here.
Man, it's almost April, right? Yeah, it's almost April. Holy
Saturday, yeah.
shit.
Hey, Ranger, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Ranger? That's intense. Can't believe it's almost April. Of course, my youngest daughter just turned 14 2 days ago. So
Wow.
no, I'm sorry. It wasn't even 2 days ago. Shit, it was last night. Her birthday was yesterday. Well, we celebrated her birthday on Tuesday at a restaurant with my family. And then yesterday she wanted Chinese food. So we ordered Chinese food and watched the Belko Experiment.
Ah, very cool.
Interesting movie. I mean, we watched it 3 years ago. Hey, Reggie, what's up, man?
Hey, Reggie.
How are you feeling?
How
Are
you
you like taking care of yourself still? What's going on with all that? But yeah, it's a pretty entertaining movie. Some pretty good gore in it, that's for sure. Like, not overly gratuitous, but in some portions it's like, wow, that was pretty messed up.
Time to do much anything anymore. Watching. Let's see. It's a slow process. Well, as long as it's going forward, and not regressing or going
Yeah.
backwards. Slow is sometimes better. It solidifies things better.
I know all about that process, man. I mean, mine was fairly rapid, but that was surgery related, so. But for many years, it was a slow process. And sometimes it was a quick process uphill. Or down the hill. However that expression would work in the context that I'm trying to use it in. I suppose it would be downhill quickly. And uphill would be, yeah. So it was a quick downhill progression. I don't know. I'm fucking going on and on about nothing right now.
We'll go with it. We'll go with whatever it is.
Sorry, I still do have a cough. It's super aggravating. I'm pretty sure I've got the fungus 2024 you'll be hearing about next year. It's going to shut the world down.
Heard it here, folks. Heard it here first, folks.
Started in Florida, so,
Yeah.
It's been a damn month.
Yeah, we'll let some folks kind of roll in, and we've got some interesting, just kind of chitty chat about haunt stuff. This convention that just happened, but
yeah, and if some people could roll off the Fear Expo teat right now and get off their live streams because they had to start doing their shit at the same time we are.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's doing that. Apparently, we just know that Thursdays at this time is the best time to have anything.
Right.
And it's kind of funny because some of the folks we'd like to get some opinions from, they're sucking on that HauntCon teat right now.
I hope it went well. I really would like to know how it went for everybody, but can't ask those that aren't here.
Right. Well, and once again, I mean, you're hearing things across the board.
Yeah. Plus seeing photos that were not super great.
I am going through, and
I kind of wish I would have saved that post 'cause I would have liked to have kind of gone through everything as we talked about it.
wait, which post?
The good one, the one that you sent me. I'm probably just gonna go back to it right now.
Oh. Well, I mean, it would be easy to find. Yeah. Keith has definitely shared the Fear Expo thing. So
But what the hell, Keith, man? What are you doing?
what happens if I click on it? Well, we'll see. You know what we'll do is we'll see. We'll see if like they got 65 people watching. Um, we'll see if it becomes a trend, and we may have to just shift our somewhere else, I guess, because they're not going to. But it's just very interesting. Of all the nights, we do now one stream a week at this time, and now all of a sudden, magically, they're doing it at the exact same time. But whatever.
All right, we'll move our shit to a different night and ruin someone else's day. What's up, AZ?
Hey, Ezekiel.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to click on this without. Actually, it's probably gonna make
Vendor
noise. Yeah,
spotlight.
it's making noise. Hold on, let me mute this. Oh, by the way, so at some point this year, I recently bought a book called 50 Ghost Stories. It's like from the 80s or something. Really interesting book. It's got a bunch of short ghost stories in it. I think maybe one night we're gonna do a quick readout of one of those stories for our throwback to our good dearly departed buddy Zach and all the ghost stories he used to tell us.
Yeah. Jeez, still can't believe that about it.
Yeah. That's a painful one. Vic sold out his trailer. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's very cool.
Hold on, I'm gonna go mess with Vic. He's commenting on the Fear Expo thing right now.
Ezekiel, you're never late. We just love it when you come in. Sometimes we're late. Yeah, I'm glad that Vic sold out. I'm sure he's still trying to recoup the money from all the hell he went through last year.
Right? That damn truck. Oh, yeah. Fear Expo, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Fear Expo, of course, is one of them. And the new East Coast Haunters Convention that Transworld's putting on. A lot of folks are just all super hyped about that. We'll see how hyped they are when they see what the vendor prices are, which might be phenomenal. It might be they might be actually conducive to vending and going or attending as a buyer. And of course, the East Coast Haunters Convention. They just announced the where it's going to be at. It'll be at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center, 100 Station Avenue, Oaks, PA, April 25th through the 28th. And of course, as always with all these things, Froggy's Fog, who has a ton of money, for real, super cool cats. Not ragging on them. They are already the premier show sponsor.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but they're actually really cool. Didn't we talk to one of the guys from Froggy's?
Yeah, at the very beginning, a long time ago. We don't have a big enough audience for
to get them back.
We had the best audience, but we don't have a big enough audience.
That's funny. Well, so here's the thing about the East Coast Transworld. That's about. I know I've told you this, but it's like an hour and 45 minutes from my house. So there's a decent possibility that I will try to go. I don't know for sure. I have a hard time with things like that because then I want to go and spend all my money and don't need to do that. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe 1 year just to check it out, see what's going on. That also brings up the question. So since it's going to be, their second thing, their second Trans World event, are they gearing it more low key, or are they gonna, $8,000 a booth?
Well, of course, Transworld has Midwest Haunters, then of course Transworld's Halloween Traction Show, and then also Legendary Haunt Tour.
Well, yeah, but I mean like their technical Trans World branding.
Oh yeah. But I don't know. Apparently tomorrow will be they'll have vendor registrations forms. So I'm sure it gonna have to have some pricing. Uh I don't know. It's always cool to see evolutions and stuff. Yeah, Tater he's a funny cat. We can go and eat well and have a laugh.
Don't drive in Philadelphia though. I was just talking to Mike about that. Like, you just do not do it. Take a train, park somewhere outside, take a train into Philadelphia, because Philadelphia parking is absolute bullcrap. And they do not joke around about towing your shit immediately. But it is Philadelphia, so, cheesesteaks.
Yeah, cheesesteak. Well, like I said, we'll throughout the next many months, we'll keep everybody up to date, and we'll update ourselves, and I'll hear a lot of the behind the scenes stuff with people who are going to be ragging on it and talking crap about it, but then they'll end up vending or going to it.
Of course.
Hell, that may be us. Who knows? Maybe if it's cheap enough to vend, we should. Like I told James, I said maybe we should just vend. Go there and just vend.
But, why not? We'll put out our cheap electronics.
Yeah, no kidding. What do you guys do? Everything. We rag on everybody in this room because y'all are a bunch of hypocrites. And here, buy this $25 already ready to go Arduino to run all your skeleton shit. I've been hot and heavy, man, on AliExpress.
Yeah.
Hot and heavy. So.
Well, I've already got that. I got my fancy station set up with my hot air gun and what's the word I'm looking for here?
Soldering iron?
Yeah, there you go.
We definitely need to vend it.
Well,
here, people.
The best descriptions of the items ever.
This thing that melts solder.
It's like
we
the
bring
little,
the best stuff to
the little metal things that you turn into liquid and it hardens on there, and it makes these little circuitry sort of connections. Yeah. Industry experts right here. Industry experts.
They'd be, like I said, they'd be the most awesome things at the whole thing, because we don't know how the hell we put it together. I don't know. This is a hot melt glue gun.
I gotta get off this fucking Fear Expo video. It's driving me nuts. They've got each of them have a fucking green screen background, and it's not 100% in focus, and it's just I can't do it.
Maybe hold on, let me scroll up here, see if I can. Maybe I should do the same thing, see if I destroy my internet connection.
Let me go back to Haunters Anonymous where fucking nothing is happening. You see? I'm dying. I got that fucking fungus 2024. It's just kicking in still.
Let's see, Fear Expo. I will say this much. Fear Expo, they did their thing, quote unquote, virtually, which it really was not virtual, but I will say that, as usual with other things, Haunters Anonymous literally does for real have virtual land.
Actual
virtual place to hang out. Yeah, just bought some more, so we've got more land out there.
God.
Let's see here. Let me.
All right, before I say this, Nate, if they would like to do that.
Dude, he sounds like the guy that does the food reviews. I was just watching his video a little while ago. The young kid with the
Oh my God, Review Bro.
yeah.
Review Bro. Oh my God, with oh my God, something of the week. He is that dude is hilarious.
Yeah, he's so funny. His nails kind of drive me nuts though. That dude's fingernails
Well,
are way too damn long.
They're French cut.
I can't do it. I just can't.
No. But you know what? I've watched some of his videos. Oh my God, we just went completely off topic. But I've watched him like he does his own hair, like he cuts his own hair, and he did videos of all that. And I'm like, well, I'm just thoroughly fascinated by this. But his reviews are
they're so funny.
amazing.
They're so damn funny because he takes something that could be done in like 4 minutes and turns it into like an 85-minute video.
Yeah.
And he just extrapolates on literally everything.
Oh my God. Yes, he does. Uh-oh, what did I do?
You broke something.
Well, the Fear Expo stream just cracked out. I'm wondering if I know it's not me, so
I don't know. Whoever's running that show though keeps hitting the wrong buttons and it keeps going to the countdown screen. It was making me chuckle. Not that I haven't done it, like several thousand times myself, but it's just one of those things. Knowing what I have to do to get the stuff to work, when I see somebody else having the same issue, it makes me laugh. So I'm like, I understand your pain right now. I get what you're going through. Especially when I spill shit all over my keyboard, which I will say the keyboard's held up pretty well.
Oh, okay. So you haven't replaced it.
No, spacebar's a little sticky, but it works fine. It just doesn't clickety clack anymore.
It's making smack.
Yeah, it's just more like, I'll function, but I'm not going to do it. It's not going to be pleasing to your ears as I once was. And all the LEDs work, so that's a plus. Damn vitamin water.
I'm kind of trying to read all these comments, but then I keep thinking, well, I can't hear the stream, and we'll just have to wait till the announcements are verbalized.
Yeah, I would say turn on closed captioning, but you're going to end up with some really weird shit like a Reggie comment.
No, because the thing is, I need to just not care. Anything they're announcing now, they'll put in text.
I want to have Reggie do all the closed captioning for our videos.
Oh, say Ranger said I attended GalaxyCon in Richmond, VA. Past Saturday was disappointing. They way oversold the event. It was wall to wall people, and huge lines for events and food vendors and parking was a nightmare. Well, some shows will do that.
Yeah. Plus, oh my God, driving through Richmond, Virginia is a nightmare in itself. There's nothing fun about Richmond, Virginia whatsoever. I will say this. You can drive through there. I mean, you can take the beltway around it now since they finished it, like 10 years ago or whatever, but oh my God. The mask 8 made against thy face, slowly dripping blood upon my brow. Yep. That's
closed captioning presented by.
That's definitely what would have been said.
Heavy pot smoke.
Those damn Californians and their weed.
They're wacky tobacco. But yeah, so Fear Expo, there was a very, very interesting, very long thread in one of the haunt groups. It was very interesting. It's just I don't know. We saw we've seen not just in that group, but literally there's such an oddball split. Like you either vended or went to Fear Expo and it was just a bomb, like as it bombed, or you were literally like completely and utterly want to live in the room that Fear Expo happened and never want to leave and roll around on the carpet and get as many of the smells from Fear Expo on your body and then never shower again.
Which it makes sense that if Vic sold out there, then he's going to be all about it. I get that for sure.
Well, sure. Sure. I mean, it's a big difference than last year. I mean, he learned a lot from last year, but last year, of course, literally everything that could break broke.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have to literally, like, I can't even, I mean, I think he even told us how much he spent on the truck, and then having to park it and have his trailer pissed all over with by Keith or whatever it was, whatever the hell was going on. So yeah, I mean, if you go somewhere and you sell, but once again, if you look at the extremely long list of things that Fear Expo does for you for free, um, we've said this before, it's unsustainable right now. And I mean, some of the things we saw on that thread, which we can't confirm, but it seems to go along the lines of the things that Fear Expo puts out on their list of amenities. It's 100% unsustainable. I mean, um, the thread itself, some of the things that were said in it are so incredibly specific that they have to be true. Like they have to be true. And it's like literally just how, I mean, you're getting everything under the sun. Um, so this thing is either going to be in the red for the next several years or things are going to have to change. Whatever they're announcing tonight, they're announcing something with HauntCon. That's a whole other story. Like literally, that's just a whole other story. Um, Once again, people who have ragged on Leonard Pickle for several years now and laughed at HauntCon stopped existing the way it did on stuff are right there vending. It's like, well, I mean, the hypocrisy is just hilarious, and it's not just one person. It's enough people for me to actually put it out there. Um, and just I think James and I talked about this when James and I first announced the Home Horror Convention here. Leonard Pickle was up in our DMs. DMs?
Yeah,
Yeah, DMs.
DMs
That's
works.
fine.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, he was. He's like, oh, you know what? Y'all don't. Pretty much was saying we don't know what we're doing. We should totally have him on board. We should totally get Hong Kong involved. Ducka 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 ducka, just on and on and on. And so all of a sudden, he uh, quite obviously did the same thing to Fear Expo, but they took him up on it. Um, so this whole little symbiotic relationship with Hong Kong Fear Expo, um, I we'll see. um, Hong Kong is biting the bit so hard to continue to be relevant in the industry that uh, I mean, obviously Transworld dropped him. Obviously, we didn't want to have anything to do with him, but bada bing, apparently Fear Expo licked him right up like hot syrup off a pancake. So um, that right there should tell you something. It really should tell you something
Yeah, it wasn't so
about.
much like, oh, we just don't want Leonard Pickle involved. It was more of like, we don't want to overly commercialize a haunt for home haunters. And it would have
Well,
it
yeah,
would have become that, I think.
yeah. Well, and it would have also, I mean, you, just the whole way he was presenting himself.
Well, yeah, of course.
It was very
Like,
forceful. It was overly forceful, like literally like I'll come in and I will save the day and it'll be the best thing ever. That was the part for me. Like I said, the part about literally not making it commercialized. And honestly, Hong Kong, there's a lot of people in the industry that they have a bad taste in their mouth for Hong Kong and the person that owns it. Um, there again, you have the Halloween and Party Expo, which is the actual biggest show on earth for trade shows of that sort. Yes, Transworld is big, and Transworld does get in a different group of people. But a lot of people that vend at Transworld, they vend at the Halloween and Party Expo. Um, and they ended up in Las Vegas. I mean, come on, you know. Um, and pretty much Hong Kong was gone. There was no mention of it. It just no longer existed. These are just things that people need to really stop and think about.
Completely off topic. I just saw this. This really only pertains to us and maybe a couple of our normal people, but I just saw Brian Forsberg is getting married tomorrow.
Oh, for the fourth time or whatever?
I think so, probably. It's like fourth or fifth.
Yeah, totally not ragging on the man. He's such a good guy, but
you gotta love his shenanigans.
Yeah, I like when he finally posts this, I'm like, well, who's that? I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me put her on my Excel sheet because I don't know.
We gotta we'll keep track of.
And Brian, God love you, sir. If you ever listen to the show, buddy, you have a special place in our heart. But come on, man, come on, man. This is getting hard to take. This is hard to keep up with. But as we've said many times before, congratulations, Brian, for getting married.
I think he's been married more times than we've ever said good things about Scary Face.
I just
deep cut.
I feel so bad about but I like literally, and I'm like, Anyway, but
other side note, in horror news, I managed to score our good buddy Frank Potter a Dr. Channard from Hellraiser figure for an extremely ridiculous price.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it arrived today, so I'm shipping it out to him tomorrow, but new in box, never even been opened. Like, I got it for probably a fourth of what every other one has been going for.
Wow.
I got it cheaper than some of the open box, like, open figures go for. So he's super happy about it. Like, he's been...
Did the person, like, not know what they had, or they just...
Dude, I don't know. When I saw it, I thought it was, like, the opening bid for the auction, because... Literally, I got it for $2.99, and when I clicked on it, it was a buy it now. I was like, "All right, don't tell me, a second time." Because I mean, I swear those things, the new in box, I go up for like $860 plus. I've seen some for over $1,000. So I was like, "Yeah, no brainer." I wish I would have got it for myself. To be honest with you, it's an amazing figure. Like, it's probably one of the coolest NECA figures that they've made.
One day I'll get back in my room of stuff and see what the hell what I have in there. There's no telling what I have.
I keep looking at Reggie's comment. It's driving me crazy.
Just kind of sat there.
There's 8 people here currently, just on YouTube alone. What the hell is everybody doing?
It's what it is. It's all our normal people who are just
doing shit.
Their stream on, but they're actually watching Fear Expo.
Oh no, yeah, no, I get it. Trust
We're
me.
on the hidden tab.
Yeah, right. We're on the muted second tab.
Yeah, we're the ones that are muted right now. But we're getting our numbers.
That's okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
get those numbers up.
Like I said, absolutely know that. Of course, we wish Fear Expo well. Maybe we'll go up there and attend. Hell, maybe we'll go up there and vend, because apparently the amenities are like,
right.
Give me a blowjob. So
you might as well. Shit.
I
mean, but it is in Kentucky, so like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but who knows?
Plus, just so everybody knows, we are just literally breaking everybody's balls that's not here currently because you're watching Fear Expo. We get it, you bunch of dicks.
Yeah, no. I mean, really, the other name for Hunters Anonymous is ball breakers. Um, we now, I mean, some people's balls we break, and we thoroughly mean it, and it will stick forever. But
Yeah, you know, if you look at Mr. Dolos's pelvic bone, he does look like he's got a giant pear.
God, but and of course, hopefully Fair Expo can keep up the pace and keep doing what they're doing, and they don't start disappointing people when they have to kind of start
Cutting back.
like
They got to trim the fat
cutting
there.
back. Yeah, because you can only do this you can only throw so much coal in the fire until you run out of coal. So that's gonna be. I'm very interested to know what they've announced tonight. I'm very interested to know what they announced about HauntCon. Um, I'm just gonna laugh. I'm sure it's gonna make me giggle, but I'll just wait until it's in text. And of course, the East Coast Haunters Convention. Sweet Jesus. Orlando. Just
Orlando.
randomly Orlando.
Just at least he spelled it correctly.
Yeah, that's good.
He didn't capitalize it, but we can only hold that so much against him.
I just caught a little bit of it. They said that it's going to be in Orlando. What? Then they're going to try and make it a traveling convention.
Oh, I will break some motherfuckers' legs, I swear to God.
What if they travel?
Dude, if they go to Orlando, though, think about Orlando Convention Space. It's gonna cost them so much money to do a convention in Orlando. Right?
Sure.
That's not the place to go for convention space unless you're a massive convention. Because you're looking at like just ungodly, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in convention space.
Well, maybe. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Hey.
What's up?
Well, this will be. Well, it won't be in Orlando next year because they've already announced that they're going to be back in Kentucky.
Yeah, they did say it was going to be in Kentucky for 2024. I saw that on the screen, as they were announcing it. But if they're going to do some random traveling sideshow convention, then I'm really interested to see how that works out for them.
Yes, I am too. And Reggie, thank you for spying on all that for us. You keep doing that and see what's going on with.
They're just like, you know what? We're gonna do a convention every month in a different city.
Yeah, no kidding. And the amenities will be it's free for you and it's free to attend. And we're going to buy all of your stuff when you get here. And so you can just have a good old time.
You're going to get a 30 by 30 booth space with all power, electric, internet, a masseuse.
And we're going to rent out all of Universal Studios just so you can have bathrooms there.
We've got a hibachi grill for every booth space that gets rented.
Yeah, no kidding.
A sommelier that follows you around everywhere you go.
Jesus.
Just to match your foods from the food vendors, to the proper wine.
Free glory holes. Yeah, I think that happens right now, honestly, Ezekiel.
Yeah, that's been happening for a while.
I think there's already. Yeah, there's the. And if you're not sure, what we're really talking about, the best thing to do is to go on the Fear Expo website and look at the huge list of amenities that vendors get. I mean, it's I'm speechless because it's so unsustainable. It's like literally, if you're a vendor and you're going I'm going to do that because that's awesome, and you go there, okay. But if you look at it from the outside looking in, as a business perspective, you're like, that is literally going to be a bait and switch. I mean, it is. I mean, it's so completely unsustainable what they're doing now to draw people in. Good for them, but some of the things that they're offering now, when they have to take them away. Hey, Vic.
Oh, don't hold the fuck on, Vic.
Vic, first of all, congratulations, sir. We heard the good news.
Yes.
But now James has a beef with you. I guess.
Fantastic, sir. You fucking dick. I saw you over there. As soon as I saw your comment, I'm like, I gotta fucking call him out on this shit.
What did you do tonight? We got banned from Fear Expo's.
Right? For no reason whatsoever. We weren't even just straight shit talking them. We were just busting their nuts on fucking streaming at the same time we stream.
But yeah, totally. Kat gave us the news. Vic, congratulations on for real selling out the trailer.
And making it home with the truck, apparently.
Yes. What? Wait, what?
Well, I mean, last time he didn't make it home with his truck. He had to, he had to hoof it.
Yeah, congratulations on selling off the trailer and making it home. Maybe. It's amazing it's been a year. Well, Vic, you've got fantastic stuff, dude. I mean,
for sure.
Don't undersell yourself. I mean, don't say for once. It's going to become a trend, you know. So,
especially once you start carrying the Haunters Anonymous El Cheapo animatronics that we're pushing out.
Yeah, the electron. Yeah, we have really got to. I mean, we talked too much smack to not start really kind of getting some of the stuff rolling.
I know. And it's the sad part is we both have more than enough knowledge to completely surpass everything that's currently there.
If we actually put our efforts as much as we do into talking smack into actually doing things. Yeah, I agree with Kat, Vic. For all the work and the hell and the passion and all, it was well deserved.
Okay, but now serious question: how did how that dick taste, Vic? I saw you blowing it pretty hard over there in the comments. Come on now.
Yep. You know what? You're not going to get compliments unless you get a little bit of...
Oh, no. We're going to bust your balls, sir. Bust them so hard.
We need Keith over here so we can bust 4 balls.
I would expect nothing else from you, Vic. I expect nothing else. Hey, next year you better offer those free reach rounds, you know? Fucking, you're going to have to bring 2 trailers.
Oh, my God. Vic, total serious question. Now now that the East Coast Haunters Convention has been announced with Transworld, I don't know. I can't. I think Fear Expo announced their dates, but I don't know what they are. But now that you've done so well with Fear Expo, I'm sure you'll be back. But are you going to try going to the next type of convention, which is EHC? East Coast Haunters, ECHC, and then are you going to do Midwest Haunters?
Hold on, he just said Orlando in February too. What the fuck is going on with Orlando?
Vic, I thought they said not too long ago they were going to be back in Kentucky. Have they changed their minds? Do y'all know? Did they announce? I also want to know what they announced about HauntCon, but did they announce what convention center they're going to be in Orlando?
No, you won't fucking go to Philly. You'll be an hour and 45 minutes from my house.
All right, so you're not going to MHC either. Okay. So, type along here. So they're changing things to Orlando, but did they mention the convention center?
And what is happening in Orlando exactly?
Yeah, Reginald said that here they were going to be turn into a traveling trade show, which, you know, is good. People have been asking for a traveling trade show. HauntCon, really, for what it was the last traveling trade show, and I'm wondering if that's.
He said HauntCon.
Wait, I don't understand. Is HauntCon going to Orlando and Fear Expo staying in Kentucky, or is Fear Expo / HauntCon all going to Orlando? Now I'm confused. And let's see, Fear Expo bought. Okay. Fear Expo bought HauntCon. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna throw up. Hold on.
Yeah, let's see. How many times has HauntCon been bought in the past few years? Twice. Fear will stay in Kentucky, and HauntCon's going to Orlando.
Maybe we should
Oh,
just sell out,
yeah.
you know? Fuck it. Why not? We'll just sell out the home
Oh
horror
my
convention.
God.
We'll offer
Okay.
free glory holes and hibachis and sommeliers and
And bottled water for everybody.
listen, you come to the home horror convention, you're getting a fucking crisp high five and maybe an 8-foot table.
And I might say hello. Well, this is very interesting, Vic. Thank you for filling us in. So in 2 years, when things fail and HauntCon's on its own again, like it was with the Halloween and Party Expo, I guess we'll be on the show again talking about HauntCon on its own again. Fear Expo bought HauntCon. Shit. How the fuck? You know what? How many times can one person sell the same business?
Can we buy Hong Kong next?
Yeah.
Let's throw
Oh my God.
Let's just throw our hat into the fucking.
Oh my God. Let me break out my Discover credit card, apparently, because that's all it takes.
Fuck that. We got that deposit still. Fuck it.
We went from actually like not ragging people to ragging people because Vic gave us the news we were looking for.
Yeah, it kind of is. Whatever.
And Vic, when everything is said and done, of course, you'll get the biggest high five and hug from both of us when we see you here.
Just keep your pants on, sir.
Yeah, don't be showing me no underwear.
Keep that moose knuckle firmly planted.
I'm too old for that shit. God, oh my God. I will say this for sure. I did not expect this particular type of news. I thought, well, okay, partnerships and all that stuff, but literally
buying out.
It's like okay, I'm gonna cook a hamburger, and then I'm gonna sell it to James and let him touch it and lick it and poke at it, and then he's gonna get tired of it. And I'm gonna take that same hamburger.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go over to this person and sell it to them and let them touch it and lick it and fondle it. And I'm like, so I'm taking the same hamburger and making like money off the same fucking thing. It couldn't even be it couldn't even be legal to do that, but I don't know.
It's really you're just doing business at this point. You're just buying a DBA. That's literally all they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, there is no. Jesus Christ, I don't. Oh my God. Oh God.
But did they say where it's going to be in Orlando? Because we were literally just talking about this. Like, Orlando convention space is so overpriced.
Yeah, and what is HauntCon going to do in Orlando? If Fear Expo's staying in Kentucky, $20 is $20. That's for sure. I guess I'm just what? I'm just like, and then if they bought HauntCon and they're sending it to Orlando, are they still using Leonard Pickle as the overseer of it? Because that's the problem. That's the problem.
I thought you just called him Lord Pickle. I was like, what the fuck?
No, maybe I just said it too fast. Because, like, I don't know if you were here, Vic, but I mean, Leonard Pickle came to us when we announced the home horror convention, slobbered all over us because he wanted to be part of it and all this stuff. And this is when it was basically the Halloween Party Expo completely made no mention of HauntCon anymore and apparently just kicked it to the curb. And so literally we didn't want to have any part of it for multiple reasons. And then next you know, he'd gone to Fear Expo. So Leonard Pickle was literally just bouncing all over the fucking place.
Pickle's running it. Yeah, he was literally looking for his place. He just he had to get his claws in on something new.
He couldn't take HauntCon and put it back as its own thing anymore because he didn't have the money. He couldn't have. He's got so many people that are laughing at HauntCon now, and they're still laughing at HauntCon. And Leonard Pickle, I mean, I've met him a few times and all stuff, but he's a laughing stock. He's a laughing stock. With some of the serious haunt people, he's a laughing stock. And unfortunately, some of the people that vended, I won't mention any names, it's none of y'all, vended at Fear Expo on their own private Facebook pages, rip Fear Expo and rip Leonard Pickle another asshole. But they ended up vending it at Fear Expo, and now there's pictures all over the place of them hugging and kissing and licking and tit touching and whatever. The amount of hypocrisy now is just now that you've told us this, the amount of hypocrisy is absolutely through the roof.
Well,
And I'm
AD
not
said it.
talking as
$20 is $20.
yeah, that's true. Um, Pickle was trying to do something out in the third world. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that he's gone to every continent. Um, I have nothing. Well, I have nothing personal against him because I don't really know him that well. His private views on things of out of the haunt community, I'm not in line with whatever, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But Leonard Pickle does not really have the best reputation in the haunt industry. He's considered the grandfather of the haunt industry because back in the day he came up with some of the basis of things, but now everything has evolved so much and so much past him. I mean, he's become irrelevant, and through his mouth and not running HauntCon correctly and pissing people off when he was having HauntCon, um, he's become irrelevant. I don't understand. Yeah, no, Vic, we do too. We wish everyone the best to make a buck or two, but um, calling spade a spade. Um, and I mean, Chris Hartley, he's got Fear Expo up and running. It's making people money like yourself, but I'd hate for this guy to be jacked over. Uh, but HauntCon's irrelevant.
Yeah, well,
It's
dude,
irrelevant.
I swear to God, if they're doing a home thing, if they focus on home haunters in Orlando, I will go to that convention. I will fucking do it. I will call him out on the fucking showroom floor.
With a megaphone.
That's literally a goddamn promise. I will pay my money to go to that shit just to call him out on it.
Well, the thing is, HauntCon really is irrelevant, and you're right. Basically, all that's happened is a DBA was bought.
What's up, Primo?
Hey, Primo. Vic, you don't know him because, once again, he's become irrelevant. I mean, and I guess I have to put this out there like this. There's no saltiness. There's no nothing. This is for me literally nosediving into the industry. I don't go out there and look at me, look at me, look at me, but I know a lot of shit. And the only time I really say anything is here. I don't feel the need to get my my shaft stroked by anybody by being a heavy narcissist and doing what some people in the industry do, and they're just pouring themselves all over the place like James, one person, I don't really want to say his name, but um um but I have followed HauntCon when HauntCon was on its own, and then when they were given a space next to Halloween Party Expo, and you were allowed to go back and forth, and then all of a sudden Halloween Party Expo acquired quote unquote HauntCon, and then all of a sudden Halloween Party Expo's in Las Vegas, and there is absolutely no mention of HauntCon. And then we announced wanting to do the Home Horror Convention, and then we got private messages from Leonard Pickle that we finally just started ignoring, and all of a sudden it's Fear Expo that he's latched onto, and now you're telling us that Fear Expo's bought him,
and they're going to do
and it's in Orlando. I mean, come on. Just follow that very, very abbreviated thing. And this is just the past couple of years now. This is not something that's been going on for a decade. If you look at the business aspect of what I just said, it is horrendous. And the irrelevance
again, it is. It's completely on a business side of things. Like this isn't a personal attack on who he is as a person or anything like that. Like,
yeah, this is just. I mean, literally think about it. Just think about it. Literally, business-wise, the abbreviated version I just gave you about HauntCon, and the path that it has followed over, let's say the past 4 years, maybe 4 years. Let's say 4 years. 4 years. It's not like HauntCon has done leaps and bounds here. I mean, HauntCon got sloughed off by the biggest Halloween and Party Expo in the world. You know, Trans World can think that they have their place and everything. And yes, it is big and they get people from around the world. But the Halloween and Party Expo, where a lot of the vendors that go to Trans World go to the Halloween and Party Expo, they were there this year, you know, that's where they get the true international business. Is the Halloween party? That's why Halloween Party Expo is in frickin' Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Nobody can afford Trans World. Even the people that go to Trans World can't afford it. Quite honestly, Vic, that's why the East Coast Hauners Convention is going to be interesting to see what kind of pricing they give on that. When Trans World acquired Midwest Hauners Convention, it was just because, like, literally the people that ran MHC they were retired. They were like, okay, well, here you go. And Trans World said, we'll take it. And they made changes people didn't like. They made changes people did like. And it's relatively affordable, but it still really isn't affordable. It's still a chance. Trans World's a chance for people. Fear Expo's a chance for people. But at Fear Expo, you've got literally a list of 30 things that you get as amenities as a vendor. That's not sustainable. I mean, I'll say it once again. The list of things that Fear Expo gives to vendors as amenities, like here you go, it is not sustainable. And no matter whatever they're doing in Orlando with HauntCon, if they don't execute that with precision and like literally bulletproof, it will drag Fear Expo down. It will drag them down. And this is all because Leonard Pickle has probably gone into Chris Hartley's ear and said all these magical unicorn bullshit things to him, that he can do all these magical things. And Hartley probably said, holy shit, here you go. Here, let me buy you. Once again, how many times can you buy the same fucking hamburger until the hamburger's worthless? You know what I mean?
Anybody want to buy Haunters Anonymous? We'll sell that shit.
Yeah, we'll sell it to 50 different people at 50 different times. Hell, we'll make some money on it.
We'll start the price at 30,000 and we'll be fine.
We'll do it as a buy it now for a third. See, Vic saying Midwest Hauners cost too much money, and it used to not.
Yeah,
it used to not.
Which
before Trans World snagged it.
Brings up the whole thing that, you know, we already name drop. We might as well name drop them. I mean, we're not going to rag on them about this, but I mean, everybody knows the post pretty much. That's a part of the groups. You know, Larry Kirchner is pretty much everybody knows his name. I think at this point he's kind of along the lines of Leonard Pickle, but not in the same light whatsoever.
Well, I will say real quick, he used to be known as Larry Frightener.
Yep.
Until Facebook made him change his name to his real name. So anyway, Larry Kirchner, go ahead.
Yeah. When he becomes the voice of reason in a large group of people, he's hugely known for his opinions. And it generally rubs a lot of people the wrong way. But his recent posts, I mean, he kind of nailed the nail on the head with this one. Like again, it comes down to like what Vic said, whereas Trans World costs too much money, obviously, for, you know, the small vendor. And his point was you have to either just put up or shut up, which isn't necessarily, you know, something that I would say I agree with, because at some point they need to be slightly, you know, realistic. But now they have, you know, Trans World's East Coast, so who knows? Maybe that's going to be their home for the smaller vendors. But you know, the people that are putting out money for Trans World, they don't want the crowds that are coming into Trans World for people that aren't purchasing. They've spent tens of thousands of dollars at Trans World to get their stuff out, and they don't need 4,000 people coming through just to look at the stuff and be like, yeah, you know, that's cute.
Yeah.
With no monetary exchange whatsoever.
And two things. One, Vic, I think it's phenomenal that you made $7,000. I think that is absolutely it it's gonna put a smile on my face for days. Because like Kat said, you 1000% deserve it. So I just before that comment goes flying up the thing, but I think it's phenomenal. Um, Once again, we're not. I guarantee you, we're not really ragging Fear Expo. We're ragging HauntCon. I'm ragging HauntCon.
I don't really give a shit so much about Hong Kong because it's kind of
Nobody does.
irrelevant,
Because
but
apparently Fear Expo.
you
um,
live and learn, I guess. You gotta. But again, that kind of goes into sustainability as well. When you're
yeah.
throwing that kind of money out, it's not
It,
going to be a sustainable model.
well, and I'll get to something that just popped in my head after this one. But the thing with Kirchner was that he one of his many things that oddly enough we agreed with was something we said forever ago. Um, about that Kirchner said about Transworld. Transworld needs to buckle up and stop letting every single person, not vendor, but every single person that wants to come in there and walk the trade floor, every Verpin Klern and Tom, Dick, and Harry that wants to spend a ton of money to go there and take selfies in front of booths, but not buy a single thing except maybe a corn dog, from the place across the street or whatever. Um, Transworld needs to buckle down and fix that shit. The Halloween Party Expo, you look and see what their criteria is to actually come in and be a buyer, and that's how it's done. The people that vend at Transworld, some of the well-known ones who are fantastic, who also vend at Halloween and Party Expo, they vend at the Halloween and Party Expo to get the business from international. They go to the Halloween Party Expo to get the business from the amusement parks, the people who are spending gobs of money, gobs of money, gobs of money. Transworld is cute. Transworld is big. Everybody goes to but Transworld is a party. It's turned into a party where everybody's invited to come and you can vend. You can go there and you can sell, I don't know, pumpkin spice flavored condoms if you can afford the booth. You know what I mean? It's 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 kind of a mess. It really is a mess. Now, if you go there and you're a vendor and you make good money and you're like it's well worth it, that's fine. There's people that go there. They've been going there for years. There's people that have been sponsoring it for years. Froggy's Fog, of course, they're literally the world's premier fog juice and fog machine. They're fantastic folks. They got the money to sponsor all this crap. Good for them. But for Transworld to say like, and people to say, "Oh, Transworld is the world premiere," it is in a certain aspect for certain things. But you follow certain vendors to go to Transworld who are well known, you will see them at the Halloween Party Expo because they don't have to deal with the Verpin Clerns and the ding dongs that go walking around who don't buy anything. They're going to the Halloween and Party Expo to really make some really good money. And the folks that can't afford to go to the Halloween Party Expo go to Transworld and really can't afford that. So I'm just kind of giving you the hierarchy of things and kind of bringing some folks down to from cloud nine about things. Fear Expo is awesome. Um, I hope they do very well, but there's a bait and switch going on with some of the stuff they give to vendors. I'm just letting everybody know. So when it comes down to like, wait a minute, half the things you were giving us when we were vendors is gone, and they're like, well, we could have. I'm letting you know you heard it here first.
So
But
what was the standard booth at Fear Expo? Like, what was the pricing for Fear Expo? Because just knowing the information that we know, and we, from doing everything for the Home Haunter convention, that shit adds up so quick. Like it, even just booking the space and everything is so expensive.
Cat, don't explode your head doing all that stuff. By the way, uh, hey Chainsaw, yeah. Chainsaw, I'm there. That's the other point too. Is there were two ends of the spectrum. There was no middle ground. There's people that vended or attended Fear Expo as a buyer who said, "Man, had a great time. fantastic crowds, and there's pictures. And then the other end of the spectrum is it was crap. There was nothing to look at, and the stuff that was look at, blah, blah, blah. Or I just went there as a spectator, and they said there was no crowds, there was no nothing. It was literally both ends of the spectrum, and I'm sure that somewhere there was a middle ground, but you're only hearing from the people who are either end of that spectrum. Now, the pictures I saw, even for people who were having a good time, I didn't see a whole lot of people. But then, of course, you've got the people who are super defending Fear Expo who say, well, apparently
And
these
we're
people
getting
only,
a
people
new
only
gun.
take pictures during like lunch break. And you're like, how many people can you say are just taking pictures during lunch break that aren't showing people there when it becomes a falsehood? So it's just one of these things where um, it really is. It's such a differentiated um, thing. Uh, you're wondering what was the middle ground. I can't find anybody giving a middle ground. It literally is either side of the spectrum. Kirchner's post, you got the same thing. You got people who are just getting pissed because they had to defend Fear Expo for their lives. It was the best thing since sliced bread. And then you were going people who were seemed a bit more down to earth, saying, "Well, it was awesome. It was awesome in that there was some great stuff there vendor wise, but as far as crowds, not so much." I was seeing tour buses that were not full, multiple pictures of the same bus with the same people. So it's not like people were being erased and put in. It's just, like I said, it's just one of those things where it's a lot of drama. Um, this is what Fear Expo's second year physical and not virtual. Let's see. Vic said he paid $800 for a 32 foot. Okay. Uh, Vic says it was a steady flow. Big Bob from New Year bought most of my stuff. I don't know who that. Oh, New York. See, and that right there, Vic. When you can get one person who can afford to almost clear you out because they love your stuff, and you're like, that was easy money, quote unquote easy money. That's brilliant. Um, Ezekiel is making a fantastic point, and he's affirming it. Every person I know in Australia that goes to the USA for buying spend way more at Vegas convention than Transworld. They see Transworld as an idea, as a networking opportunity. Exactly. I'm really not dogging Transworld, but I'm grounding some folks. Not anybody here really. Um, the Halloween Party Expo, I've been to it twice.
So Vic said he paid $800 for 32 feet. So $800 for 32 feet. That's insanely cheap, actually.
Yeah, no, it is. Well, is it 32 square feet? I'm kidding.
But add that to the things that you're getting as a vendor from them for $800 for 32 feet.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, but it's a great price.
10
The
by
amenities
10
are
was
fantastic.
free.
What now?
He said 10 by 10 was free.
See that? Well,
So wait, did you have to book more space to get the 10 by 10 free, or were they literally giving anybody a 10 by 10 for free?
yeah, that will make a big difference what your answer is. Honestly, either way, my response would be the same. But
Where can you just message me, Vic, the venue information, because I'm gonna look that up myself personally. I want to see what they're paying roughly for vending, like, to book the actual space.
so the first year vendors last year that set up for okay, so they gave the vendors last year, anybody that vended last year, they gave the old price from last year, which I just I don't know. The sustainability of this is, I think honestly, maybe in about 2 years there's going to be sticker shock with vendors who have gotten used to something. Like I said, I think there's going to be sticker shock.
If
You
they
let me
can,
set
if they
up.
can manage this in any way, like that makes fiscal sense, then good for them. But
Yeah. One of Kirchner's things was like, and Kirchner is really good. He is a business person. He was trying to get from Hartley how many, how much was he being given by wherever this is, Olsenbury, whatever, Kentucky. Like, what was it? Not benefits, but kickbacks. What kind of kickbacks was he getting to be able to do this? And it was never answered. Like, if you say, well, I'm going to bring a convention to this place and it's going to bring in millions of dollars, blah blah, then usually the city will do something to help offset some things because the benefit taxes wise, it will, it's good for the city.
yeah,
And the question was never answered. Like, what amenities or kickbacks was Hartley getting for having Fear Expo at this convention center? And then Kirchner was just going off like he was hearing like people were getting free hotel rooms, like that's what he was giving away to blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just the amenities that Kirchner was barfing out was, and I, oddly enough, it's like you just don't. These things were you wouldn't just barf them out like just lying about it. Like he had to have heard it somewhere from somebody who's well in the know. It's just getting weirder and weirder and weirder. And now knowing that HauntCon's been bought yet again, and has ended up in Orlando, and I guarantee you, I guarantee you that there's just some sweet love talk coming out of Pickle's mouth into Hartley's ear, and he just all he can see was HauntCon, HauntCon, HauntCon.
well, that's what
He
he
does
said.
not.
That's what Vic said, though. He thinks that Pickle's running the Orlando show. So
Oh yeah, well, right. Well, I mean, well, of course. Think about it. I mean, come on, come on. All right. Like I said, Pickle talked to us. We were like, no. He goes to the next one, which is Fear Expo, which is a new kid on the block. Sweet talks him, and instead of being a little sensible, Hartley goes like, "Oh my God, Hong Kong and the Godfather of knows nothing about the intricacies of really what's going on." And now all of a sudden, uh, on the first year that Hong Kong is affiliated with Fear Expo, he's bought Hong Kong. And of course, Little Pickle, oh, you're going to send me to Orlando? I think Pickle lives in Orlando. I think that's where he fucking lives. Now that I just think about it, I think that's where he lives.
I think he does actually, because my first interaction with him was actually at film school.
Oh,
like
really?
20 years ago.
Yeah, Vic, the actual connections and friends, trust me, yeah, you're right. I was the same way. Um, um, um,
Hey, you can't, like, we're not trying to like shit on this at all. Like that's
No.
not really so much what this is whatsoever. It's looking forward to seeing, like, they have to have like at least a 10-year plan, I would think. And at some point, given the current state of literally everything in life right now, everything costs infinitely more than it used to. And I don't think that's going to slow down anytime soon. So continuing with perks and such is they're gonna have to slough off those things eventually. It's just there's not really any way to get around it.
No.
And like, we've priced out things for the Home Haunter convention, like literally at us not even actually making any type of profit whatsoever. Like the prices for stuff that we set for, for vendors and everything is literally just to cover our expenses for putting this show on. We don't even have all these ridiculous perks. So if they're just throwing out all these free amenities and giving away 10 by 10 space, I don't know. I
Well, there's I don't know. There's something. Um, I'm going to dig into this a bit deeper. Pickle does live in Orlando. He currently lives in Orlando. So, um, I oh my god, oh my god,
But
it
hey,
just
good for
this is
everybody
just
that made money. You know, if you made money this year, then fucking fantastic, because that's what it's pretty much about. You know, getting your name out there, selling your stuff, and meeting new people.
oh yeah. Once again, we really are not ragging for Expo. We are talking strictly business end of it. We're not talking personality. I don't know Chris Hartley. He seems like a cool cat. Kirchner did say one thing that about made me laugh my ass off, but about the amount of things that are on Hartley's Facebook page, things he's done. It's a bit absurd, but um, you know, somebody else said, can't we just have like conventions and everybody gets along and because really Halloween and haunt stuff is like the best thing ever, and that's true. Um, Fear Expo doesn't need to go anywhere. It needs to continue. It needs to grow. I think it needs to grow up. It needs to evolve and stop being something giving away the farm. You can't give away the farm. Like James just said, we looked into all this too, of course, and um, I mean, I've got a convention center here, and I know the pricing of it 3 years ago, and who knows what it is now. There's no 10 levels way of hell we'd be able to do anything in that convention center because they're a bunch of assholes anyway.
Oh
Um,
no, I looked into that when we were initially looking at stuff, and their prices were
oh, it's
insane.
insane for Pensacola, Florida, and the convention center is it was built wrong, and there's so many things I could tell you about that place, but that's where Pensacon, we have Pensacon here, and I think it was on its 10th year, extremely popular. It has hiccups every year, every convention does, but they hold it at the Bay Center, um, and it's going strong. And now they have a partner that's paid into it, a local business that has several restaurants and going very well. Um, the owner of Pensacon and his wife came to my 80s versus 90s night. I talked to him extensively. It was very cool. But uh, at a certain point, like I said, Fear Expo is going to have to figure out literally. I mean, is it just bleeding money right now? You have to stop bleeding money at a certain point. I mean, there's some people that literally would mortgage their house 2 times and bippity all this stuff just to put on something, just to say they're doing it, and then give a whole other glowing reason for it, that it's for the greater good in the community, and in the background, literally, they're having to sell blood,
Yeah, and
you know,
I
and
think
that's not good.
the other thing, literally the only reason why I feel like we are comfortable saying the things that we say is because we don't honestly have a dog in this fight. Like, we're not trying to compete with any of these people whatsoever. Like, we're not doing convention that is in any way directly competing with any of these current conventions. Like, it just having some experience now planning these types of things. Like, there's so much stuff that goes into it that you as a vendor, or you as just a guest, you literally don't think of these things. But once we start digging into this stuff, and again, it's not even no dog in this fight. It's just out of what we've learned ourselves personally. There's going to be a line.
Yeah. Um, yeah. And just I don't know. And then with me being pretty much like literally in the shadows and watching so many things for so many years, and I can effectively say that I do not talk out of my ass. I'm not here saying any of the stuff I say about the things that I see or whatever, um, because I'm trying to impress people. I'm saying it because nobody really else is, and that's what Haunters Anonymous has always been about, between James and myself, and then all of you.
It's
Um,
far from trying to impress people. That's for
yeah,
damn
we're
sure.
not trying to. I mean, no. But all there's other live streams and everything else, and they literally just it's smoochy, smoochy, kissy, kissy. Good for them. They're getting numbers. They're going all over the place. James and I are busier than fuck. We don't have the amount of time that people spend and literally drain their credit cards to go bouncing all over the place during the haunt season, impressing people with how many pictures and videos. We just don't have the time. Love to, um, but I've been to a lot of places. I've been to these conventions. I'll end up going to Fear Expo. Um, if we have to end up going to HauntCon in Orlando, to shank somebody, I'm just kidding. Uh, I'll be there too. I'm kidding. Um, let's see. Maybe have a rich uncle Bob lets me use space. Well, maybe. Um, and Vic is true. Vic, yeah. Every business plans. You're supposed to 2 years. You give yourself 2 years to make no money, and then, but after that, you're supposed to be making money. But if you're not making money after 2 years, then something's wrong. But 2 years, you can give yourself hemorrhaging money or going at a loss. You're supposed to plan for that. But yeah, you have to go at a pace. It's one of the reasons why James and I were like, we were really pumped about the Home Harness Convention this year, but we're like, you know what? We got to put the brakes on this because we did learn a lot of stuff, and there's no reason to start the first year off crazy. I mean, it's going to be low key to begin with, but um, we knew not to sit here and break the bank trying to impress anybody and then have something that was going to be half-assed once again because we are really we're both super busy. That's no excuse, but we're both super busy. Not to saying that nobody else is, but we also know the value of staying healthy and getting rest and being logistical about things and not ripping ourselves apart. Um, Ranger says, I suspect the city leaders of Owensboro. Thank you for actually, I can never remember that name. Owensboro gave Fear Expo a lot of perks for them to have the venue in their city. Right. And that's, like I said, what Kirchner was trying to get out of them. What perks did you get? You can make this public information. It's not like, unless it's underhanded, which then you don't want to, that's bad. He was just very curious. What all kinds of kickbacks or perks was he getting to be able to present all these things to the vendors and everything. Um, that's I would be very curious, not to rag on anybody, but to say, hey, what perks did you get? It's just it's cool to be doing all these things and giving away 10 by 10 booths and just a plethora of things and having people there to help vendors pull their stuff off of their carts and everything. That's unheard of, by the way. But because one, you're liable if you have somebody. Let's say that I worked at Fear Expo and I'm one of the workers, and Vic brings $5,000 prop and it's heavy, and oh sir, I'll help you get that, and then I drop it, and it's my fault. You know that's a liability. You don't let your people help. That to me is just it's silly. Um, yeah, Vic, your first year was a loss. That we're still James and I are just still reeling about the hell you went through with your truck and stuff. Um, um, I'd be very curious to know, knowing that you did very well, but also knowing now that you pretty much had almost a single buyer that was a chunk of your sales. I'd like to know. It'd be interesting to know how other vendors did. Ezekiel says, liability, all right. Vic would put you in the river with concrete shoes. Yeah. Um, see, that's just not, no. It, there's a few things on that list that to me are a kind of it's a liability. The one biggest one I can think of is having folks that work at the Fear Expo on hand to help vendors unload. That is not a good idea. I think if all the shows came together instead of beating each other up. Well, that's true. I mean, there's yeah, there's yippity yapping and bad mouthing in general across the board. Um, but you have to think about Transworld owning, uh, you know, four things now. Um, they're becoming a bit too big for their own britches, I think.
Well,
Um,
did you see what Vic said? He said that I think if all the shows came together instead of beating each other up would make it so. Here's the
Yeah.
thing, though. They're not going to because they're all in direct competition with each other, which is kind of why I said we don't have a dog in this fight as far as the home horror convention goes, because we're not trying to compete with all these other massive shows.
yeah, and of course we're not. Once again, we're not. We're really not being. We're presenting this as like, you know. But hopefully, I'm sure he meant like. Well, here's the thing. Once again, Transworld is Transworld, and then it's MHC, and then it's Legendary Tour, and now it's the East Coast Hauners Convention. You've got other ones that are out there. You've got the one in Texas and stuff, but they're just not. They're not as well talked about. They're big. I mean, they're big in their own right, but
Well, yeah, but at this point, Transworld is a name of itself, though. Like,
yeah, but still, the Halloween Party Expo
well, obviously,
is bigger than Transworld, and that's my biggest. That's one of my. That's one of I really for years. It's like folks who defend Transworld, which Transworld is. It's a networking. It's like Ezekiel said up there. Like he knows people that have gone. Really, the Halloween Party Expo is where the real money is made and the real money is spent. I mean, you know, you've got Spirit Halloween, you've got Walmart, you've got Target, you've got everybody else you can think of. You've got executives that are walking around and they're going like, I'd like to have 10,000 or 1 million of those.
yeah.
Can't make
Spirit.
it, then I'll license it to make it in China for you.
We'll get that Spirit money.
Yeah, God, now I can't think of the damn name of the crap. I can't think of the name of the costume company. Crap. The ones that make the sexy ones. I can't think of their name now.
Plus,
Vic, I think you would do great in Texas.
You have to also remember that, like, a lot of the shit you hear from people are from, like, the people running the shit, and they all have their own egos. And a lot of the times, the horse is too big for the saddle.
Yeah. Morse? No. Well, that is one of them. No. Oh my God, Avenue. Leg Avenue? No. Damn it. They're the ones that make all the stuff. It's all the sexy costumes you see at Spirit. What the hell? I can see the damn logo now. I can't think of the damn name.
Hey, the only one that matters is Ben Cooper, all right?
Yeah. And total side note, Trick or Treat Studios is buying a lot of those older and bringing them companies and bringing them back, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, everybody right now is doing retro stuff, so
it's Lake Avenue. I think it's Lake Avenue. Anyway,
Leg Avenue, yeah.
I dog it. Is that right? Oh, let me look it up. Lake Avenue. I can see that. I can see it's. Yeah, Lake Avenue. That's the name of it. When I went to I've gone to the Halloween Party Expo to why? Wait, have I gone 3 times? Wait. The first time I went to it was in Houston, and HauntCon was just part of it. They just were together. It was like HauntCon was in the same space, and they're like, yeah, if you bought a HauntCon ticket, you can cross over and come look at our stuff. And I've still stuff I bought at Halloween Party Expo. I've still got. Let's see, and I didn't buy anything at HauntCon. And the next time I went to HauntCon, or Halloween Party Expo and HauntCon, it was in New Orleans, and that's when when Jay Woodley was there.
What was it the time you almost died on the bridge during the ice storm?
That was when I was going to Halloween Party Expo in Houston. That was holy shit! Oh my God, that was horrendous. Oh my god, people in snow and ice and bullshit, and I had like a tenth of a layer of ice and almost died. And y'all think it's so funny to have cars that shit. Oh,
Uh,
it's my ass. But that yeah, when I almost died traveling through Louisiana, on a paper thin sheet of ice and almost died going up that bridge. That was the first time I went to the Halloween Party Expo, and that was in Houston. I think I've been 3 times. I went twice in New Orleans. I think it is. I went Houston and then, but anyway, and I'm sorry, but the Halloween Party Trans World has nothing on the Halloween Party Expo. I mean, oh my God, the Lake Avenue booth was like literally the size of a small mansion inside the damn convention center.
almost dies dunking his nuts. And you know what?
Yeah,
You know what? I'm not drunk enough for these kind of fucking tales right now. All right.
Cat says James is on very good behavior tonight.
I am honestly like I do have a lot of shit to do tomorrow, so I can't get too shit faced. And even it's 10:30 and I'm still fucking coherent. So this is a big deal for this show right now.
Get James a beverage.
Look, you guys want me fucked up, then next show we'll rock this shit and everybody can have a good time. I gotta give what the people want, okay? Like I need another reason to fucking drink.
Getting drunk, asking for boob pictures. Oh Jesus. Vic makes 2 good points. I think as a vendor, I focus on making stuff and selling it, and the show people let them hash that out. And blah. Yes, well that's true, Vic. That's true. It honestly, not knowing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff is good. You're paying your money, you're setting your booth up, you're thanking them for having the show. You sell your stuff, you make your money, you leave. That can be a good thing. Knowing a lot of that behind the scenes stuff, really, that's a hobby of mine. I like knowing the intricacies of all of that because some of it's relevant, and of course, it gives topics for this show, and it's just I've done that for years.
Literally, like you have to take the show for what it is. It's just mediocre entertainment at best. All right.
Well, but with some really good information and a lot of things that you heard here first. I will give us that much, and a lot of things that started here first. And Vic, I think you would. I think you absolutely will evolve into not having to go to the shows, except maybe just to socialize. You know what I mean?
And
Get yourself out there enough, and you'll do that.
I'll play devil's advocate for Vic right now. Okay. You had a great time. You sold all your shit, right? You paid a reasonable amount. You had a lot of amenities, which, granted, you again said you didn't use personally. But say 2 years from now, your price gets bumped up to $1,400 for half the space, just so they can continue to have the perks that you're not currently using. I feel like at that point you're going to be a little more salty about it. Like just again playing devil's advocate here, because either they're going to have to cut a lot of the shit that they're doing out, or they're going to have to raise the prices of a booth space. That's just fiscally speaking, mind you.
Right. Now I could be devil advocate and say that's going to happen. Honestly, it's going to happen. But by that time, you might be making a chunk more money, so it all kind of works out. It's not right, especially like I said. Honestly, like I said, I've got to call it a bait and switch because a lot of businesses do that. Fear Expo though is just it's so completely evident that there's too many perks. There's too many. It's too much. There's too much giving away for something like this. Good for everybody that's getting to do it now at the ground floor, but it's not going to last. And then I'm just completely floored but not surprised about HauntCon Orlando, and oh my God, buy my DBA and let me run something with it in my hometown so I don't have to come see you. Give me money to do something and help me become relevant again. Oh my God, this is gonna be oh my God, for months it's gonna be a laughing stock on Facebook. Anyway, what we're gonna do? Once the free glory hole goes, Vic's out. Ezekiel says you go to Transworld for network, you never have a problem. I'm salty. Vic says I'm salty about prices of everything now. Yeah, we all are. Like I said, it's just once again, James and I for years now, we don't hold back. We're not trying to impress anybody. We're not kissing people's asses. If people don't like us, so be it. The folks that we talk about, none of them even know that the show exists. Maybe one day they'll go and listen to all of them, and we'll become, enemy number one. Who knows? But we love that all of y'all have stuck with us and support us and listen to our banter. I guarantee you, like I said, we do it for the fun and we do it for y'all to be here. I love evenings like this where we just have an enormous amount of stuff to talk about that really is haunt and Halloween related.
And I'm somewhat sober and making sense.
It's been a long time since I've talked so much on the show that I can feel my voice actually starting to go out. But and to learn stuff like Vic coming in, having listened to Fear Expo show and giving us some very cool information.
Yeah, even if you missed the first 30 minutes of our show, you dick.
Well, we wouldn't have got the information for me to be all like, what the hell, Ola? I'm almost tempted right now to go on HauntCon's Facebook page and see if anything's been announced. Ezekiel, it has been. It really has. Thank you. This has been just an amazingly insightful show for once. Every once in a while we come up with
it does happen occasionally.
Very, very occasionally. Let's see. HauntCon, Haunted Attraction, National Trade Show and Convention, which I think is hilarious because he hasn't been a National Trade Show and Convention in ages.
National.
Yeah.
Is it national or international?
Nope, it just says National Trade Show and Convention. HauntCon's never been international. It hasn't been a trade show in ages. I mean, in several years. They did change their address to Owensboro, Kentucky. That is so
Oh shit. You know what? I don't care. We'll break everyone's nuts that we can possibly do. There's no getting around it.
Oh, that's right. A Hunter's Hangout was at the same time too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but again, not our problem. You can go to that Circle Jerk Fest, I guess, if you want, but. And now I'm giving fucking Hunter's Hangout the beef.
It's funny. I went to the HauntCon's Facebook page where they put on the live stream. They announced it, and Scott Tater from from Froggy's Fog, he's asking questions like, "Are they coming to other cities as well? Is HauntCon coming to other cities, or just Orlando? Wait, did Fear Expo buy HauntCon?" I'm very sad that I'm probably going to have to listen to the Fear Expo thing just to know what the hell. I mean, Vic's been phenomenal giving us the lowdown, but I don't think anybody answered his questions, which is hilarious. But
Jesus, AZ, I told you, man. Fucking, I don't know what it is about Australia, mate, but
mate.
Everything about that place wants to fucking murder you.
Oh my God, I'm just reading what Ezekiel said. I was on another screen. Yeah.
I know you do, Vic. You do you, man. We're again, don't take the shit that we say in any regards to being like serious. We're just breaking balls.
Yeah, if we don't break balls, then we're not.
Listen, you could be like those other fucks that we don't even talk about anymore.
Yeah, they've become so irrelevant. We just don't even. We're just like, oh, okay, well. I'm going through. Now that the stream has ended, it's so much easier to go through the comments.
While we're on the topic of Bloods, I don't know if he's still doing this, but one of our good buddies developed this dried blood powder that was like a pretty big fucking deal for a while. And I don't know if he's still pushing it or not, but it was like you could pour this shit directly into your eyeballs. As scary as it is to say this, he's done it probably several hundred times at this point. And it was a super cool product. I don't know, we haven't heard from him in a while because he's got his own things going on, but if any of these home haunters want to get some interesting dried blood, it does some pretty cool stuff.
Yes, but unfortunately, Jay's, I don't know, gone tits up. We don't know what's going on. I don't know. Have you been keeping up with him or what?
I haven't seen a Woodley post in a while. I don't know. I think he's doing okay. Like, I don't think it's like an issue. I just don't think he's been nearly as active as he should be.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, Vic, we're gonna ride your nuts like a $2 hooker, boy.
Wait a minute. I'm finding out stuff from I'm totally paying attention to our stream. God help me.
Well, we're fucking 41 minutes past where we should have been, so
I know, but you know what?
Anybody that's currently hanging around expects literally nothing from us at this point.
Wait a minute. What's going on?
Where the hell's Keith though?
He's too tired from yapping on damn
I didn't see him on the Fear Expo stream.
He's commenting all over the damn place.
Is he? God damn it, Keith.
Yeah. Tristan's there, Keith's there, Vic's there. There's some good questions. But you know what? I think I found out where so apparently the HauntCon thing in Orlando is going to happen the same weekend as MegaCon in Orlando.
Oh, fucking that's top tier fucking genius level right there.
It gets better because I think that the convention is going to be held at the Wyndham Orlando on Sand Lake and I Drive.
So you've got about 800 square feet of hotel lobby to deal with.
Now, I'm only gathering this from what people are commenting because somebody said, "What hotel in Orlando did you say?" And I'm guessing like that's where HauntCon's going to be. And so I went to the damn website. And I'm looking at their convention space.
I went to that hotel about 12 years ago to a fucking RC convention. There's no space in that fucking hotel, dude.
I went there. Let's see. Hold on now. We can accommodate events from 16 to 2,390, including business meetings, sales, conferences, product launches, conventions, special events, weddings, and celebrations of all sizes. Our on-site convention center features 60,000 square feet of customizable, flexible meeting space, 34 multifunctional meeting rooms, including 2 grand ballrooms, stunning outdoor spaces, state-of-the-art technical capabilities, exquisite cuisine, and a team of attentive professionals who will cater to your every need. Okay, go ahead.
So they've got 60,000 square feet of business space, 34 of which are private rooms.
Yeah. If you want to hold your convention, and
are they going to have every vendor in their own fucking room?
trying to find pictures. I'm laughing too hard now. And you know that Pickle must live like probably like 1 block from it or something. You know, he probably lives across the street. He can just walk to it. What a crock of shit.
He's like fucking friends with the manager of the hotel.
Consuela. He has the head maid. Oh my god. No.
No host convention.
No clowns. No.
So if they ban clowns, I will attend that event.
Jesus, this is some funny shit. Uh-oh. Oh my god. The door's too narrow to get their product.
I know.
No,
imagine Vic rolling up with his fucking 38-foot facade. And they're like, sir, you're taking up like 2/3 of the whole fucking room.
He's trying to jam it in the door and it's like, no, that don't fit. No.
Can you take the top 80% of this off?
Yeah, oh shit. Oh my god. This is just the most hilarious. This is killing me. And you know what? There's literally 2 pictures on their website.
Yeah.
And one of the pictures is like just a regular picture they found off the internet of people clapping their hands and close up under their chins. Meeting's an event. I see a table that fits 8 people.
They host fucking proms and shit there.
I see a stage. The stage at the center I work at is like, I don't know, 5 times bigger than that stage. The podium's about to fall off of it. Holy fuck. Welcome to HauntCon 2024.
I'm done. I gotta
and the only person that can vend there is Vic because he's got so much stuff he takes up the whole fucking convention center.
Orlando's newest indoor swap meet.
Oh my god.
Brought to you by HauntCon. Now owned by Fear Expo.
Fear Expo.
And 16 other subsidiaries.
All inactive businesses used to own. Oh my god. It must have been
now in partnership with Dairy Queen.
It must have been it must have been coupon. And guess what? Cuisine down at Waffle House, 1 block away. Free shuttle bus from Hong Kong.
Free dilly bar with every purchase.
Oh my god. Vic's got so much stuff he's having to float his coffins in the fucking swimming pool and sell them from there.
I mean, it worked for the fucking it worked for Poltergeist. You might as well fucking go with what you have.
No kidding. Oh my god.
Vic's gonna be out in the parking lot, just taking up 80% of the parking spaces.
Holy shit. Thank God Kat got rid of all of her stuff so she could come back to the show. That was so funny. Must back car and having boot sale.
You can't even back in. You have to it fucking head in parking only. It's just gonna be everybody walking around the parking lot at the fucking Wyndham in fucking Orlando.
The funny part is now we are actually ragging because now that we're learning some stuff, it's do a ragging. You know?
Oh yeah. Good luck, Vic. Good fucking luck.
Fear Expo. Get free parking to any Universal. Okay. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're gonna be giving out day tickets to Islands of Adventure with every fucking vendor purchase.
50% off at Mythos. Complimentary of Fear Expo and HauntCon.
It's like one of those little booths that you used to go to that wanted to sign you up for a fucking timeshare so you could get 80% off a Disney ticket.
Here is the ultimate truth, literally, because we love you, Vic and Keith, so much that if you do vend at this thing, I don't know if James, but I will come down there. I swear to God, and I will actually work your booth for you because you'll be the only person there that can fit.
He's gonna be literally the only one in the fucking convention center. It's gonna be HauntCon featuring monsters, misfits, and some people in the parking lot. Oh my god! It's
I mean, I love Orlando. I really do. But and I would. I got to figure out when is MegaCon.
Honestly,
I mean, are the dates the same?
we're ragging on the Wyndham, but that shit's probably $8,000 for like a day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Honestly, right now we're ragging on the Wyndham. I've stayed there, I think, twice. Like, and it was nice. I never, MegaCon, March 30th through April 2nd. Oh, that makes sense. So, okay, so literally, if quote unquote HauntCon, at the Super 8 Motel, is the same. So this and then Fear Expo, excuse me, is in Owensboro. Later on in April. That means Pickle could do both.
Yeah, it's fucking the 1792 Inn. They're just gonna rent out rooms to everybody with exterior entrances. So you just go to each vendor in their own private fucking room.
They'll have Vic it really will be. It's the Super 8, right? Like they'll have Vic we'll leave the flickering light on for you.
Don't worry about that hole in the corner.
That's it. All I know is now we are full throttle into promoting Vic and Keith if he goes. Full fucking throttle.
I'm not promoting Keith until that motherfucker shows up again.
Yeah. Damn it. Well, he has to drive things, whatever.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, I'll just keep ragging the Wyndham while you're gone. Apparently, I'm really gonna have to. Apparently, there was a lot of stuff that was announced during the Fear Expo thing, and I am ultimately very curious, not to have anything to rag on. But here's somebody says HauntCon's taking the South over. HauntCon literally could not be their own convention for several years. I think that's so funny. I'm just reading comments. It'll be interesting in the next few weeks to see what some of these people who kind of are hypocritical about things say about HauntCon going to Orlando. February will be the HauntCon. Well, that's weird. Somebody said that it was the same time as MegaCon, which is March 30th through April 2nd. So James will come down and dress like a clown and drink cocktails and hang shit on everyone.
You get me drunk enough, I'll dress as a clown and make the fucking ass of myself and be like, yeah, I'm a part of these pedophile clowns.
So Vic said that February is when HauntCon is. So I guess whoever said same time as MegaCon is wrong.
Isn't that like around the same time IAPA does their shit though?
I think so. There's a lot at the very. I know that. Let me think right here. I think back in the day, HauntCon would do stuff in February, and of course, a lot of these people commenting like, "Oh, thank God, somebody's doing a convention in the South where it's warmer."
Oh yeah, yeah, fucking dicks. Maybe if you paid attention to shit going on Facebook and YouTube, you know where the fuck you could go.
Yeah. If I just.
I'm fucking. Look, it's gonna be fucking. Fear Expo presents HauntCon, presents Monster Misfits, and 3 other vendors we could fit in our space.
And I know the thing too is like in Orlando, of course, there are. I mean, what year long there? Let's see. What tours could he do in Orlando?
Well, you have Mortem Manor.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the only all year thing. I guess they could get in contact with Sir Henry's Haunted Trail and the fucking theatric drive-through show.
I think that the drive-through show at the horse.
It's the fucking You're going to see like a twisted Disney version of Tangled in a fucking horse pasture. Where if you pay the extra $30, you can have some guy run his dick across your windshield.
But only after 9 o'clock.
It's got no. It was like 10 o'clock, and you had to pay like the extra $50, and some dude rubbed his nuts across all your windows, and that was pretty much the extent of it. Except I think last year they did it in a mall parking lot where they had some zombie things, and literally heard nothing else about it except for the very beginning of it, where they did the whole zombie laser tag as you're driving through. You know, as people should do as they're driving.
Yeah.
Play
just
fucking laser tag.
Just basically laser tag, and then on one hand, and then use your phone on the other one.
They're like, you know what would be what could we do that's more dangerous than scaring people as they're driving through our thing? Let's give them some other shit to do, and then add in a bunch of barricades.
Vic, I'm telling you, I swear to God, Orlando is like 6.5 hours from, and I haven't been in years.
If it's in February, I'll fucking go. We usually go down to Florida in February anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll go fucking, I'll put my nuts on your table. I don't care.
Yeah. We'll go get our nuts painted up like little tiny clown heads. And
Yeah.
put them on your table.
I'll put a big S and F, and then he can have fucking Illuma Nutty on his other one.
Oh my God. I'll wear a red tie as a cock ring. But yes, let us know.
You immediately skipped through that sentence. It wasn't even, you weren't even done. There was no period at the end of that sentence.
We needed to just go flying through that so people would get the joke and we could just carry on. Yeah. I mean, Vic, like actually for real, like, if all the stars align and you decide to do it, I love Orlando. I'm kind of really, really itching, hopefully sometime this year, to get on a few coasters. I haven't been to Orlando in long enough time that there's a lot of new stuff for me to go. But all, joking and balls on table aside, we just thoroughly, even with breaking your balls, we thoroughly support you and Keith and everybody here, Ezekiel, Cat, everybody.
And I'll even go a step further. I say we do a fucking Haunters Anonymous live at this goddamn convention while we're fucking with Vic the whole time, doing all his shit.
No, I will go even beyond that. I say that we get a Haunters Anonymous booth
right next to Vic.
Right next to Vic. Make it completely empty, and we're always at his table.
It'll literally be like Monster Misfits, Haunters Anonymous, one other person, and that's the entire fucking showroom floor.
We'll just have like a skeleton with like a clown mask on in a chair in our booth, and people are like, what the fuck is that? And we're like, well, if you came to our shows for the last 3 years, you'd know. And we would just be over in Vic's booth.
Just a single fucking pair of nuts on a chair and a red tie hanging in the corner.
Yeah. Wait, assless and crotchless down pants, Calvin.
Hey, if you make it, I will wear it. I'll fucking you whatever you make, I'll wear. I don't give a shit. I'll be slinging Monsters, Misfits, and assless chaps and moose knuckled boxers.
And now, all of a sudden, Vic's like, maybe I shouldn't let him go.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not. You know what? No. You guys just stay the fuck away.
Oh my God. Oh, and there's Moto the Clown in this chat here.
Where?
No, in the chat.
Oh God damn it! I was ready to have so much fun.
No. Somebody said it's his neck of the woods. Well, guess what? Florida's a big fucking state. I mean, it's really not our neck of the woods. It's in the same state.
It's like 8 fucking hours.
No, from my house it's 6.5. It's 6.5 to drive there. Unlike Marky thinks it's 15 minutes.
Well, yeah, I guess you're cutting across the middle of the state, so sure, I get that. Unless you're Mark, and then you're fucking 45 minutes away.
Yeah. I'm paying attention to our chat and then skimming through the chat through Fear Expo, which I'm probably gonna have to. Honey, can we go to Orlando next year? No, what we need to do is get Keith to vend there too, so it's a 2-for-1 special. We can actually embarrass 2 of them at one show.
You and your puny states. Listen here, Australia.
Yeah, look, you're a goddamn continent.
You got the whole fucking thing, okay? There's like 4 states in your entire continent, and they're all like 1,800 miles wide. We get it.
You know, you're big enough that you could have a apocalyptic asteroid hit, and it wouldn't matter.
There's Sydney.
Oh.
There's fucking the desert, and there's goddamn ocean. All right. Let's not even talk about New Zealand.
Oh, wait a minute. New Zealand. Wait. Can I just hold on a minute? People are really informative. Oh, wait a minute. March 30th through April 2nd was MegaCon's dates this year. They're moving their dates next year. So it will be during MegaCon. Oh, even better. Okay, so yes, we're back into the whole encroachment on MegaCon.
Okay, so it's going to be HauntCon featuring 8 people and 36 vendors and 1,800 square feet.
I get it now. I see the 2023. Very interesting.
Why would you go against one of the biggest conventions like in the world?
No. You have to here's the thing. You have to think like Leonard Pickle. He is piggybacking on it. He has probably convinced Hartley that if they do it during the same weekend as MegaCon, there'll be a ton of people coming into Orlando for a convention.
I get that.
Surely he could direct them over to HauntCon over at the Wyndham Orlando for a free fucking toast and spooky Matt.
You get one free 7-day-old orange upon entering the Wyndham.
Right. And the dumbass thing that he didn't explain to Hartley is MegaCon is huge. And so the Wyndham's going to be full of people who don't give 2 fucks about HauntCon. They're going directly to MegaCon.
Literally, it's going to say that hotel is going to sell out specifically for MegaCon. There's no hotel in Orlando that's not going to be completely booked specifically for MegaCon. And none of those nerds give a fuck about Halloween.
Well, they dress up.
Maybe there's like an 8% crossover.
Yeah. But I guarantee you that's exactly what's going on. Because obviously MegaCon has announced their dates. The date changes next year.
But like every year that goes on, MegaCon is just becoming a bigger and bigger fucking anime nerd fest.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about fucking Halloween.
No, not enough. Not enough to go. I mean, they may say, "Oh, you know what? I'll pay the money to go on the showroom floor," but it'll turn into the same thing as Transworld. You'll have a bunch of people who are congesting the showroom floor, and they're not buyers.
Yeah, no, they just spent fucking $13,000 at fucking MegaCon. Like they're gonna go spend fucking money at the goddamn Wyndham when they were just at the Orange County Convention Center, where like everything is happening.
Right. No, I agree. I thoroughly agree. But I guarantee you, because that's what he does. I mean, that's, think about when he was chatting with us on our mess, like he was really sounding like a used car salesman. I'm not even being mean. He really sounded like a used car salesman. Like that's what he was coming off as.
Yes, MegaCon is like the Florida version of Comic-Con for, the East and West Coast, because you got Comic-Con San Diego, and then you've got Comic-Con New York, and then you have MegaCon for the South, because they're not going to get Comic-Con. I don't know why, though. The Orange County Convention Center makes way more sense for a Comic-Con, but that's besides the... I'm one of the sweaty, stinky superhero, no pussy nerd fest guys. So, like, I would honestly, I would go to MegaCon before I would go to HonCon. But that's me.
Vic, what about Otter Creek, Florida? Clearwater, Florida is actually really the retirement center of the United States. It's Clearwater. And then other places like close
Fort
to South
Lauderdale.
Florida. Now, somebody else on here on a comment said April the 11th through the 14th. Somebody else said, can you explain why the hotel pictured is the Wyndham Bonnet Creek and not the actual hotel you mentioned at whatever. This is the hotel on International Drive. Wyndham Bonnet Creek. What does that mean?
Pop HorrorCon in August makes sense, Vic. You're getting a good you're getting a good crossover. Oh yeah, no. San Diego Comic-Con is like literally the world convention for everything. So it's so massive at this point that I can't. But again, it's relatively speaking, San Diego Comic-Con is MegaCon for Orlando. Every place in Orlando is going to be fully booked with people going to MegaCon. And they're all like, Kaizo, fucking Mario, waifu, anime nerds. Same thing like when DizCon happens in Anaheim. I would say DizCon is probably about the same size as MegaCon in Florida. Like San Diego Comic-Con's really hard to compare to like literally any convention. Because I'm pretty sure San Diego Comic-Con is bigger than IAPA as a trade show.
Vic, let us know if you do the pop art, Georgia.
But again, thinking like Georgia Pop Horror Con, I could totally see you actually doing decently there. Because you're going to get maybe 40 to 50% of the people are actually going to be into horror. So I can understand that crossover. I say this, I don't know. I would love to go to San Diego Comic-Con, but at the same time, it's so massive. There's no way in hell I'm waiting 13 hours to get into any type of panel. I don't care what they're talking about. I can't do it. I value my time entirely too much. Monsterpalooza is awesome. The one in Cherry Hill, New Jersey is like super huge. You just don't go to HO. Yeah, I know. Again though, I freak out when there's that many people in one area. I don't think I could handle it. Like when the entire city basically shuts down because of a convention, I'm out. I'm done. But again, that's MegaCon for Orlando. Like MegaCon's the big deal for Orlando. You have like IAPA and then MegaCon, and there's a couple other what the hell are they called? They do it at the Central Florida Fairgrounds, though. They don't do it in Orlando. Well, I guess they moved to Orlando. Screamfest. No, it was called Screamfest. Now it's called... What the fuck is the name of the horror convention in Orlando? It used to be called Screamfest. Now it's something else. Spooky Empire. That's it. Spooky Empire. Perfect opportunity to fill up the convention and get rid of all the superhero nerds. Yeah, no, I imagine all of that area. Like, I just, no, thank you. There's too many people. I like how it said message retracted, even though it still shows up on our stream chat. Like, our stream chat's like, no, fuck you. You said it. We're going to post it.
All to see.
Oh shit, speaking of Transformer nerds, hold on. Let me get this. I'm gonna turn my camera on in a second because I have to show this shit off. I fucking love this, and I've been aggravating everybody in the house with it since I bought it. And you'll see why in a minute.
Some ding dong on the chat in Fear Expo, their live thing, just pound Fear Expo 2024 like 5,000 times. I'm like, I wonder if it's a bot. I wonder if they paid a bot to do it.
All right, so this is completely non-haunt related, but absolutely talks about what we're just currently discussing about being a nerd. I bought this shit at Goodwill for $2, and it was the best purchase I've made in a fucking year. I'm so proud of this. Let me put the fucking camera on. Hold on. There's a bunch of shit behind me. Just ignore it. I'm going through all kinds of stuff right now for the store. Hold on. This is fucking gold. Okay. So I bought this fucking Bumblebee plasma arm for $2 All right. Now listen, hold on. Make sure it sounds. I can play music. It turns into a plasma cannon. $2 I got this shit for.
Wow. How old is that?
I think it's like 7 or 8 years.
Huh.
Well, I'm trying to get the fucking song to play. It does the old school Transformer sound effect, which I love.
Anything to dildo with your game.
If you can pull this off, I don't know that I want to see it, but here we go. Yeah, this fucking thing is so cool. I've been literally driving everybody in this house nuts with it. Because it just makes so many noises. And it fucking fits on your arm. So you can just do this kind of shit with it all fucking day. Which I've been doing. It's fucking ridiculous. I know. I'm fucking 38 years old and I'm in love with a piece of plastic that makes fucking Transformer sound effects. I can't help it. I'm addicted to it.
I need to go to Waterfront Mission like in the next few days because I bet you if I go, I'll find stuff and I'll ship it to you and you'll sell it for a ton of money and I won't know what the hell I got.
I don't know. You're gonna send me some shit and I'll probably end up keeping it. I've kept so much shit in the last few days. I'm not making any money right now.
Don't tell Kat that because Kat will get on you so bad about that.
I know. She's already given me shit about annoying people. Like she knows. Like
no, I don't mean that. I mean like buying stuff and not selling it for profit.
I can't though. There's gold out there, right? Like if I'm out hunting for shit and I find something that I actually love, I'm going for it.
I'm going to death. That says my
no death pile. I don't have a death pile. I've fucking everything I buy, I'm selling. All right, that's what's happening. Even though right now my store is so fucking full of things, I can barely walk in there.
Vic says, see if you can bust it up against the wall. Oh, shit.
I don't give a shit what anybody says, okay? That shit was a fucking solid purchase.
Gold.
Everything is for sale. Listen, I paid $200 for a box of fucking He-Man figures from my friend. Granted, I did it as a gesture of goodwill for him because he's trying to open a comic store in Florida. So, like, I kind of overpaid on him. But at the same time, I know I need to sell these figures, but I also don't want to because they're, like, literally the 80s vintage toys. And I'm like, I kind of want to put you on the wall. But then I have to reel myself in and be like, you can't collect everything. You have to collect certain things. So it's Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, and Transformers, and certain like horror movie memorabilia. Like I have a signed Ghostbusters script that has everyone's signature on it, and I will never part with it. And I had a chance to buy the Jaws one, and I might still do that, but I guess at some point the line in the sand needs to be drawn, or else I'm going to get castrated.
Cat's going to come to your house just to slap shit out of your hand.
I know, she's like, fucking list it, you piece of shit. What are you doing? But do you want to know how bad it is? All right, hold on a second. Let me send this shit to myself, because this is how far behind I am right now. It's so fucked up. It's so bad.
He said, can you imagine if we were watching our parents playing with Transformers shit? They'd send them to a nursing home.
I got to email this picture to me so I can fucking open it on the stream. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to send it to myself.
I'd kick my dad's dick if he was playing with
He-Man shit. I only collect things that are plastic, metal, tech, paper. Yeah, you know, the list of things that I collect, I think I have a problem. I'm probably a hoarder. I don't care. It's nostalgia, damn it. That's what I call it.
Oh my god. I can't believe that Chris Hartley got conned into buying HotCon.
Yes, you can.
I'm sorry, I just have to, while we wait for you, I just have to go back to that. I just can't.
I'm literally like, I'm sending this photo to myself on Facebook so I can open it on the stream, because this is currently the state of my photo box, where I should be taking photos of things that I have to list on eBay. And
I need that anti-hoarder dude to come around and take all my shit away and give me the money.
fucking send me your shit, AZ. I'll sell it for you. No problem. Where's Berlina? I haven't seen her in a couple streams, I don't feel. I hope everything's okay. Like I honestly I don't know, but what the fuck are you typing so violently?
I know, right?
Jesus.
For such a quiet keyboard. I was texting Daryl. Daryl was trying to watch the show on Facebook. It wasn't working for him. So
Tell him to go to fucking YouTube.
no, he's like he's got to get up. He's got to go to the center at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna check out and see tomorrow morning.
No,
But
yeah.
I type really fast. I can make any soft keyboard sound like, you know, I'm like literally hammering on nails.
It doesn't have the same clickety clacks though.
No, this is an Apple keyboard, so it's more of a bougie clickety clack.
Shit. Let me see. Let me go to.
I think you're right, Kat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's been busy.
She was doing a lot of stuff. I remember that.
Oh my god. Vic said you'll be collecting anal beads next, and of course they'll be plastic according to Kat.
Why? Why did that? How is that where we end up?
Well, when you go from a 2-hour stream of like pure unadulterated haunt talk with a lot of info, and then you're in the last 30 minutes, it can go south really quick.
I mean, but like this is just I'm just sharing things of my normal day. It's like this is
shit.
the shit that
See
I have
that?
to deal with. She was at Fear Expo.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
that's
cool.
cool.
So you
How
got
are
to
you
meet.
boys for
Well,
30?
Berlina lives in Alabama, though, doesn't she? Like, so
Does she?
I thought she did. I thought because I'm pretty sure she was like, yeah,
You're probably right.
she's got to live somewhere around there. I mean,
Kat, I'm not sure.
the fuck.
We'll be winding the show up at the bottom of the hour.
Yeah, at some point, this shit's got to end.
Yeah,
Just-
we have actually. I mean, I am completely and utterly stoked at how much info we've all been sharing with each other as far as haunt news and things like that.
Yeah, and to be fair, we're kind of we're at the bottom of the barrel at this point. Like shit that I'm saying, I can't fucking find this goddamn thing on my computer anywhere. There's too many things. I'm making noises on my fucking computer.
Pour some more juices on your keyboard.
Hold on, I think I may have
Transformer anal ripcord will make you make.
No, what the fuck? Why does it need to go there? God damn it, AZ. You keep your weird ass fucking Australian shit in Australia, sir.
The visual on that was phenomenal in my head.
Fucking
yeah, she lives about an hour from me or so. Oh, cool. Okay.
There we go. Hold on. Let me resize this shit. I'm not proud of this. All right, this has been just like a couple days in the works. But this is currently my photo box where I literally take all the photos that I post for eBay and shit. And this is the current state of things. I can't even fucking find my light. It's just straight up buried under shit.
Oh, excuse me. What the hell is all that?
Yeah, dude, I've got fucking Alf figure, like hand puppets from the 80s currently. I've got like 5 of them. I've got Toy Story. I have Finding Nemo. I have a Thomas the Train set that's like worth like $300. It's a mess. I think there's a bag of fucking pork rinds under there somewhere for some reason.
Oh my god. Okay. What's the blue thing?
That's Dory from Finding Nemo, but it's a Build-A-Bear Dory.
Oh my god.
Those fucking things go for money, man. It's dumb. People buy dumb shit online.
Kat said that makes my eyes start twitching and my shoulders punch up.
Now you know what I'm dealing with, Kat. This is why you need to get the fuck out here.
And then the cat.
I need help.
Whose boobs were you and Keith talking about in Keith's video? Must have been Vic.
Yeah, that wasn't to me, I know, because I wouldn't have an answer. I talk about so many boobs.
They don't go for money if you don't list them in all caps, by the way. That's
I know. I'm sorry, Mama Cat. I apologize. I'll get my shit in order. That's actually my goal tomorrow is I have to get this shit out of here.
The half-eaten bag of pork rinds could go for $2.17.
I might eat those fucking pork rinds tonight. I'm not done yet. I don't even know why they're there. Like, who the fuck put pork rinds in my photo box? I don't know.
Kat's not gonna be able to sleep for hours because she'll have that visual in her
She's
head
gonna
right
be
there.
like, you son of a bitch. Why did you do this to me?
Well, thank God I don't take pictures of my shelves worth of stuff. Because, for God's sakes, cat would make it to my house first, probably.
You don't even want to see my fucking living room right now. I have 4 totes full of shit that I have to take up to my shop. And I just finished pricing it tonight before the show. Like, I spent 3 hours pricing shit.
1967 pork rinds still edible.
No, these are fucking Utz pork rinds. I don't know why they're here, but I'm gonna fucking eat them. Oh no, I'm sorry. They're Brim's pork rinds. I don't know what that means, but they're good until June 5th, 2023, so let's go. I'm eating one right now just for the stream.
Ezekiel, there's your answer from Vic about the boobs. I'd read that one out loud, but probably shouldn't read it.
I got fucking pork rind ASMR going on right now.
Because pork rinds are the best thing to sop up any of the remaining liquids in your keyboard.
Hold on. No. Let's back this fucking train up. Boobs. This chick was painted up with no bra on. She had little boobs, but looked good. Where the fuck are these photos? Like, what the... You people don't know me at all. You're gonna have shit like that going on at the show and you don't take pictures and send them to me, Vic? I'm gonna have to seriously reevaluate our friendship, sir.
Vegetarian pork rind. Well, the funny part is you'll probably end up getting them in your messages.
I'm okay with that. As long as they're not fucking Vic and he's playing a joke on us, and that was him walking around.
Oh my god. It'll be Vic where he just slapped on some bare outdoor white paint on himself and it's like, here you go.
He's just outside pouring a gallon of fucking... Who makes paint? I don't even know.
Bear.
Bear.
That's what
He's just pouring a gallon of Bear on him.
Sherman Williams.
Yeah.
Oh, he has him in his phone.
Of course he does. And
The
yet,
rest is OnlyFans porn.
the fucking Monster Misfits OnlyFans.
Yeah, God.
It's just...
We talked about that like ages ago.
Yeah. Are vegetarian pork rinds a thing? Would that just be like soybeans deep fried?
I bet you would eat one of those and literally shit yourself for 2 days.
Or just vomit immediately from the taste?
Probably both. These pics of Expo were so funny. Everything at Vic's booth was just Vic's crotch and butt.
Oh, there you go, Vic. You got a cute butt.
I got to catch up on all the pictures. I will say that I've been so busy. I've tried to go in and forcibly find everything, but I'm like,
I don't know. I feel like I'm caught up well enough now. I don't need to fucking... I don't need to see anymore.
whoa. Oh, God. Now I'm getting dinged. That could not be good.
My phone's on vibrate, so I wouldn't even know if anybody did. Oh, shit. He sent me a picture.
Uh-oh.
Oh, damn. That's actually a pretty cool costume.
Oh, that is cool. Oh, the colors are really cool, too. Huh.
Is that like a Harley Quinn medieval something? With demonias?
I'm surprised Keith didn't snatch the damn chains off of her to go do something with it.
It's not nearly as sexy as I was expecting, but I like that. I really do like that. That whole design is really cool.
It is. That's very cool. Yeah, the colors are very vibrant.
Did she explain what she was going for? Because, I mean, it feels very Harley Quinn, but with a massive battle axe and spikes in her face.
Jesus.
So I don't know what the fuck's happening here.
Ezekiel wants it too. Vic, is that some of your blood on the other picture you sent? Oh yeah, okay. Makeup I did for a movie on a chick. Hmm, that's cool. Everything ding donging. That's cool.
That is pretty awesome. What was it for? I mean, other than what you just said, but like, what was it called?
Why is Vic leaking purple paint? In
Um, apparently Vic used to moonlight as Grimace.
the... I had no clue, but she had wicked eyes. That's cool.
Yeah, she's got those whiteout contacts on. Those things are so bad for your eyes.
Yeah, some of them are absolutely gorgeous, but oh my, all I could think of is like I would literally slit my eye open with one of them.
Well, the thing is, most of them though aren't even like they're not approved for actual use. I always wanted colored contacts until I found out like 90% of the ones on the market are not approved for like actually being used in your eyes.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember his name. There's a gentleman who is big in the haunted industry who is an eye doctor, and he constantly is warning people about it, like constantly warning. A movie called Five Little Pingwings.
Pingwings?
Pingwings.
What kind of movie are we talking about here, sir? Is this something I gotta look up on Pornhub, or is it something I find on Amazon Prime?
Oh God. Well, I think one of the last things I'll do tonight is look up this title.
Yeah, good luck. I'm not doing that shit. I don't need the FBI coming to my house, thank you.
Huh.
I do enough questionable shit as it is.
Well, I don't see anything with. I see Five Little Penguins, but it's a kid's animated song. Okay, maybe I should leave this alone.
Cat, thank you. Exactly my point. This is why I always wanted them, but I would never commit to them. And honestly, I need contacts. I wear glasses, and I really should have contacts, but I can't. The whole process of putting something over my eyeball freaks me out.
Ignoring unread. I can't. For me, I am not even supposed to wear like approved contacts. Like I have got to be excessively careful with my eyes. So of course I don't wear glasses either. So.
Well, I'm already blind as fuck, so I have to like be super careful.
Worn glasses since age 8. Contacts since 15 years. Do not fuck with you. Yeah. Now there's some of those contacts are absolutely gorgeous, but all I can think of is like, oh my God, please don't slit your eyeballs open with those things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or get infections. Oh God, freaks me out just thinking about it.
I'm still crunching on fucking pork rinds over. Why did I open these? I do not want to eat them right now.
Well, because they were there.
How in the fuck is it 11:33? Jesus Christ! What's
I don't know,
happening
but
here tonight?
We probably should wind it up because this has been a fantastic stream, but I gotta go to bed. Wait, kids ride their bikes by and find the dead chick in the woods. Oh, okay.
I like how he just throws in or some shit.
He's like, I just did the makeup, whatever. I saw one of the viral videos where some dope had like 20 contacts and her eye was infected. Yeah.
No, thank
bro.
you. No, I don't fuck with eye stuff.
Ugh. Blah, 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 blah.
No, thank you.
Ugh. I about lose my mind when I get an eyelash in my eyeball, let alone having some foreign
Yeah,
object.
you ever
up
get
in
a fucking eyelash in your eye where like it hurts to blink or move your eye, but at the same time you have to get it out of your eyeball, but as soon as you move your eyelid, it fucking immediately hurts?
Yeah, that's any eyelash.
I
think
hate
that's
that shit.
Any eyelash.
That's
for any person.
that's the fucking worst.
Oh my god.
Hit
Now
me
we're
in the
talking
fucking
about-
knee with a pipe wrench before I get an eyelash in my eyeball.
I just did the fix like back. I just didn't make. And some shit.
He's like, I was on set for like 12 minutes. They didn't pay me shit.
Oh Lord, Ezekiel.
Yeah, that does cause eye infections. It's 11:30. We're 2.5 hours in this shit.
Yeah, and now we're talking. It's just it's that steady going downhill, which normally happens 30 minutes into the stream, but because we had so much awesome information.
And
that
I really
actually-
limited my drinking, so like I'm just now starting to get to the point where like I normally would be 15 minutes into the stream. So like you still have a 45-minute window of just me collapsing. But you can't say that shit's not entertaining. I mean, it's fun. It's good times. I have to get more seriously as like we go into the season, but
which that's happening. It's all seriousness. My left eye is gone. Ugh.
what was his name, Vic?
What?
I said, what was his name?
Oh.
Took his left eye.
Aw.
Aw.
Don't put shit in your eye and don't dunk your nuts either. That's like literally the best advice to end the whole thing.
What if you're dunking your nuts in somebody's eye?
Then there's an issue.
That's just a scary face beat up. I'm sorry.
I hurt it. Lord, okay. All right. We'll ramble on for hours, so let's go ahead and wrap this up so people can go to bed like me. Got
Oh shit.
days worth of venting to do.
I'm throwing 2.5 hours into this shit before I start actually making a complete ass of myself. So solid stream, I would say.
Oh my god, yeah, no, this was as always, y'all make it fantastic. And then of course all the info coming from y'all, and then all the info we've learned and all the stuff that we've talked about, and the opinions and the this, that, and the others. Fantastic. Ezekiel, thank you so much. We're headed out ourselves, so thank you again. You take care of yourself, kiddo. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wind it up with so much information. It's a fantastic stream. Be sure you like it, whatever, or don't like it. We don't care. But yeah,
way.
as always, either way, we're just glad you were here. So thank you all so much. We're going to end it here so James can finish off his pork rinds in peace, and I can go to bed. But thank you all so much. Take care. Be safe as always. Halloween is 365, and Haunt Family is fantastic. So you all take care. I'm going to pass it off to James.
And just so we're all clear, I ate about 6 pork rinds and I'm pretty much done. So that's kind of my limit. Two years post-op, I'm still at about 6 pork rinds before I'm full. So it's a rough life I live, but somebody's got to do it. And bonus, there's no hangovers. I've not had a hangover since my surgery because I think I go through the entire process of like drunk, hangover, sober, all while I'm sleeping. Which explains why my Thursday nights are so fucking wild.
Exactly.
But
all right.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Seriously, on a serious note, yes, thank you for being here. Even if Vic fucking made us second fiddle to some bullshit, sir.
But learned a lot of information from it, so this is going to be interesting.
It was helpful, I will say that. Even if your ass wasn't here when we started the stream.
Yeah, but if he wasn't there, we wouldn't know all this.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had all this fun stuff to talk about Orlando and the fucking.
Oh my god, Orlando! Oh my god, Orlando.
Passing the torch.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Stay safe as always, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Have fun. I know I'm gonna.
Take care, everybody.
See you
Bye.
guys. Bye.